show that talks about Tulsa. People making a difference in the Tulsa. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to World One Development's News You Can Use with your host, Mr. Charles Harper and Miss Damali Wilson.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to World One Development's News You Can Use. We apologize for the delay, but sometimes Facebook don't like us, so we had to work that out. But anyway, so we want to thank everyone for listening to the radio or watching us on Facebook Live on www.KBOB899.com or tuning into any of the News You Can Use media networks, which are powered by World One Development. We really appreciate that. I am your hostess with the mostest, Miss Damali Wilson.
And I'm Charles Harper. It's Wednesday, a.k.a. Hump Day, December 17th, 2025. And we are live every Wednesday at 1 p.m. right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and simulcast on the News You Can Use media network, powered by World One Development. We are set for an exciting show, you guys. You better call your mom and them and tell them you can dial in at 918-856-3873 or post your comments on our Facebook Live feed at World One Development.
So on today's show, we're going to talk about 5 things that entrepreneurs should be doing to wrap up this year and prepare for the new year in 2026.
Yep. We'll also give you 5 things you should do to prepare for the new year of 2026.
And of course, our Hump Day hot topics, we're going to talk about the recent college shootings in the U.S. And we're also going to talk about Terrence Crawford, boxer extraordinaire, is making a big announcement. Find out what it is, birthdays, and more.
This is News You Can Use right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and powered by Damali and Charles. And we're going to take one commercial break and we're going to be right back.
With professionalism and energy, contact World One Development. We host events, have radio personalities, offer community engagement and videography. We also do live radio remotes, red carpet appearances, create promos, event recaps, drops, and flyers. We also create customized advertising package to promote your business, organization, or program. Visit our website at worldonedevelopment.com. You can also reach us on social media at World One Development.
KBOB 89.9 FM News You Can Use, Charles and Damali.
And we are back. So News You Can Use is all about shedding some light on the positive happenings in our community. There are many great businesses, programs, and events occurring in our neighborhood, and we felt the community needed to hear about those things, 1, so we can support, and 2, so we can be informed.
What's going on, y'all? I'm Charles Harper, Chief Executive Officer of World One Development, which includes fitting back in Edgerec Youth and Family Fun Center, 36th Street North Event Center, and NYCU.FM. My job, because the world wants to know, is to provide leadership for all aspects of World One Development with emphasis on long-term goals, growth, profit, and a return on that investment. I am so excited, Damali, and I am so elated to be one of the creators of this phenomenal show.
And I'm Damali Wilson, Chief Operating Officer for World One Development. And my job is designing and implementing business operations and establishing policies that promote company culture and vision. I am also in charge of social media for all of the World One Development entities. If you would like to advertise your business or organization on this show or any of our other individual platforms, please inbox me your contact information on Facebook Messenger so we can talk. I'm also happy and elated to be one of the creators of this phenomenal show.
Damali, we moving slow and fast.
All at the same time.
On this Hump Day. Shout out to our boy Stephen Key.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Trying to make it work.
Technology don't always do what you want it to do, but we make it do what we need to do. But we wasn't going to do this thing without y'all.
Exactly.
I can tell you that right now. So we're going to expedite some of this stuff, but we got some good stuff and you don't want to miss it. Damali, what's up with your weekend?
So we're going to give out a huge congratulations to Miss Maybelle Wallace on being awarded the City of Tulsa's Humanitarian of the Year Award.
Yes.
Miss Maybelle Wallace does a lot in community with Theater North. So if you have not went and saw one of those plays at Theater North, you are missing a treat. Go by and give her a shout out.
Yeah, and like you said, Miss Maybelle is like 96 years old.
Yeah.
Move like she's 60. But Damali, you said it best. Hey, it's good to recognize those seniors to get things done, and also hopefully to to encourage the other seniors
Yes.
to get up, get out, and get something.
Yes.
So shout out to Miss Maybelle Wallace. We love you.
You ain't ever too old to make an impact.
I like that.
Okay. Want to also give a huge shout out to 5 of my sorors at Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated and one of our frat from Phi Beta Sigma Incorporated who attended the REITs across America. I was saying earlier, I didn't even know that this was a thing until we participated in this event. So REITs across America is a ceremony to remember and honor veterans. Their goal is to one day be able to place a wreath on every fallen service member's grave at Memorial Park Cemetery right here in Tulsa. So shout out to our soror, Gina Goodson, who is a veteran. And works for the Veterans Administration, but she invited us to participate and thank her for her service. Thank you so much, sis. We appreciate you.
Absolutely. Hopefully more and more become a part of it, because think about them. Those are people who died for us.
Yes.
To have the right to do just what we're doing right now, KBOB.
Exactly.
So I think it was huge that y'all got out, man. I saw it was kind of chilly out there.
It was cold.
It was cold. It wasn't chilly.
Cold.
It was cold. It was breezy out there. But yet and still, y'all went out there, y'all represented, and that's what Zeta Phi Beta Sigma does.
Yes.
And we appreciate y'all for doing that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So we're going to go ahead and do our Black History trivia question.
Get your thinking caps on.
So you guys get another opportunity to try to get it right. Here we go. So Black History trivia. Which American scientists pioneered plant-based synthetic polymers, creating lightweight biomaterials strong enough to stop bullets while weighing half as much as metal armor? Was it A, Benjamin Banneker? Was it B, George Washington Carver? Was it C, Lewis Latimer? Or was it D, Elijah McCoy?
I'm going with C.
You're going to go with C?
Natasha, what you got?
Natasha?
She said, hey, Charles and Damali, hey, what's going on?
Hey, sis.
She says, yeah, I'm going with C. That's what I'm thinking.
That's your final answer.
That final answer mean I don't know, but hey, when you don't know, you go with C. So I'm just going to go with it and get it over with. I ain't going to waste a whole lot of time.
That is hilarious.
Right.
All right, and it looks like Uncle Brian said C.
Uncle Brian said C.
Uncle Brian, and we were talking about you because we didn't understand where you were. We thought you were missing, and we were going to have to send out a search party.
Right.
So we are glad that you are back in the fold.
We was talking about you in a good, loving kind of way, Uncle Brian.
We were
loving,
absolutely
brotherly, sisterly love kind of
niece
way.
and
So we ain't gonna
kind
get
of
you
way.
started on this live in front of these few thousand of people. We are not gonna do that.
No, not today.
Thanks for tuning in with us. Damali, instead of taking a break, do we want to just jump into the real deal Holyfield and
Let's
keep
do.
bringing your answers in for the Black History Trivia question? But we're gonna get into this, so you can get your pen and your pad out, because Damali, I'm saying this segment we're getting into, people ask about us about this stuff all of the time.
Absolutely. So this segment is going to be for our entrepreneurs. Hey, sister, my older sister Teresa is on the line.
Hey, Teresa, welcome to the
What's
show.
up?
Hey, Natasha said read it one more time for the people.
Okay, Natasha,
Okay.
I got you. Okay, so here we go. Black History trivia question one more time for Natasha. Which American scientists pioneered plant-based synthetic polymers, creating lightweight biomaterials strong enough to stop bullets while weighing half as much as metal armor? Was it A, Benjamin Banneker, B, George Washington Carver, C, Lewis Latimer, or D, Elijah McCoy? All right, so there's another opportunity for you to think about it. Y'all come on, give me your answer, because I ain't got nobody but Charles at this point.
Yeah,
and Uncle Brian.
And
I
Uncle
forgot
Brian.
Uncle Brian
Yeah,
did
Uncle
say
Brian.
C too.
We hanging in there. So y'all bring those on in. A quick shout out to Tam Willis Ellison. She said, Anderson said, welcome, and said hello. What's going on? Hello to you as well. Alicia is in the building.
What's up, sis?
And a few more. We're gonna get the party started, and I'm coming back to the live, and we're gonna do some more shout outs. But what we got? Is it pen and pad time?
It is pen and pad time.
It's
we got a lot of
pen
information.
and
Yeah, and we want to share. Yeah, we want to
share on this video.
All right, so the end of the year is coming, and we're getting ready to start 2026.
Right.
And of course, the goal should be for everyone that you want to be better in the new year than you were this year.
Correct.
Right. And so we want to, Natasha's talking about, she's trying to think about this question.
That's something to think about. Right.
But of course, you want to do better in 2026 than you did in 2025. And so we want to give you some things that you should be doing if you are an entrepreneur.
Right.
Here are 5 things that you need to be doing. The first thing that I came up with is you need to audit your numbers, not just review them. Right. Yeah, you can look at them all day, but if you are not comparing apples to apples or trying to figure out, did you grow? Did you lose? Where are you?
Right.
Then you're wasting time. Don't wait until it's time to get your taxes done.
Right.
To try to start looking at it and to figure it out. You need to be reviewing your profits. You need to be reviewing your expenses, cash flow, and your debt.
Right. Let me tell you something about an audit. Even if it's not like an official audit where you have to go pay, a CPA firm or something like that. But the thing about the numbers, Damali, is the numbers don't lie. People might lie. The vendors might lie. Anybody can lie, but them numbers,
right,
they won't lie.
Right.
So I believe that's absolutely a great start with that auditing your numbers to see where you stand.
Yeah. From the business aspect, you want to identify what actually made you money and what actually just kept you busy.
Man, that is huge right there.
Yep. And then you want to flag subscript. Now, this is a thing I got a problem with. And this, so we're going to talk about it on the personal side too, but flag subscriptions, vendors, and services to cancel or to renegotiate. Right. Now, that is something that I learned from Charles. Charles does this very well. I really kind of suck at it, and I'm trying to do better in 2026. But Charles goes every year and looks at all his insurance and, starts, let me compare. I think I'm going to Geico now because this one is too expensive. He does all this. And I'm like, bro, I just don't have time for all of that. But it saves him money.
It saves me hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars every year.
Yeah.
Because here's the ticket, Damali. At the end of the day, everything is negotiable.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now,
right.
Look, I'm not in love with no insurance company, no car, no house, no cell phone carrier, none of that. If you can provide me the same services for a cheaper rate, and a lot of times people don't even realize that's negotiable.
Right.
They don't even know.
Right.
So if you can watch, let me tell you something. Typically, if you with one, don't know insurance companies call me because I love all y'all, nothing but love. But if you stick with one, if you notice your car insurance, think about all of y'all. It gradually always going up a few dollars.
Yeah.
$13,
$2,
$2, $8. Next thing you know, you're like, man, when I first got this policy, I was paying $350 every 6 months. Now I'm paying $1,300.
Exactly.
And then if you notice, every time your insurance is about to lapse, you start getting all these letters. Right. Give me a call. Give your boy Freddie a call. Freddie got a deal for you because they're trying to get you in the door. So just remember, with your CPA firms, your accounting firms, your attorneys, everything is negotiable. And at the end of the year, it's a good time to negotiate. You know why, Damali?
Why is that?
Because in the beginning of the year, the first quarter, everybody's trying to come up strong.
Right.
That's why you can go to a bank. They'll open you an account and give you $150.
Right.
A lot of people don't know that. Some banks because it's a numbers thing.
Right.
Because if you got a bank and you only got 100 clients and I got 1,000, you got to do something creative. So you may go open an account today and we'll put $250 in your account and they're going to do it on the spot.
Ka-ching. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So, hey, make it happen.
So just remember on this point, when we're talking about auditing your numbers, clarity beats hustle going into the new year.
Right.
Okay. So number 2, you need to be cleaning up your business house.
Man.
Okay. So this is unglamorous work, but it pays off. Update your licenses, contracts, insurance. Charles and I were just talking about updating our contracts over at the event center.
Right.
Organize files, passwords, key documents. Make sure your business entity, bank accounts, and bookkeeping all match.
Right.
Shout out to my mom. I see Mama is on. So shout out to my mother and my sister Khadija. They are actually helping me organize at the 36th Street North Event Center and getting everything together so that we can get our inventory straight and for the new year. So, we're actively practicing. We're not telling you anything that we're not actively doing. Right. So remember, a clean foundation attracts funding, partners, and peace of mind.
Right. That's it. And let me tell y'all something. I am a true believer that God blesses order. Right. If you can't start with some of the big stuff and just watch how God works, just clean out your glove compartment.
Yeah.
You got insurance from 10 years ago,
that would be me.
Your whole glove compartment is just full with all this junk, just cluttering up all your stuff. And if you just go through it, get you a shredder, or just tear it up and just go through that paperwork, leave it clean. That way, when the police find you, you ain't got to be like you going through the Motorola decks. You can't, every insurance you pull out, oh, that's 2013, that's 2015, oh, that's me, that's Mukhtar. You can't now. You're sweating. The police looking at you with the headlight. So a lot of times, just get your car in order, get your house in order, get your bedroom in order, look at all your stuff.
So we'll talk about the personal stuff. Yeah, we're going to talk about that in the
personal. I'm talking
personal.
about business too. Because they right there
the
together.
Company van.
The company van too.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
yes.
I digress.
Okay. So number 3, we're going to review what worked and what didn't.
Right.
Do a real reflection, not a highlight reel. Okay.
Man, I like that.
What offers, events, or programs perform best? What drain time and energy without results? And what should you stop, start, or scale?
Right.
Growth comes from honest review, not repeating last year by default.
Right.
So if you know that, you threw 5 events, and I'm just using the event center because I just left there. But if you know you threw 5 events and only 2 of them were really good, the other 2 didn't make no money, but we just did it just because, then you need to scrap that.
Yeah.
Because you're thinking about the operations of the event, the overhead that it costs, the money that you spend in order to turn on the lights, turn on the water, the gas, all that you spent to not make what it even costs just for your operations.
You know what happens? Because a lot of times in life just gets busy, y'all. And we understand you could be in school trying to get things done. And so what happens, you have a big event, but guess what you don't get a chance to do, Damali? You don't get a chance to have a debriefing.
Yes.
You don't get a chance to bring in the team to say what worked, what didn't work. You just know at the end of the day, the door only showed $25 and we lost and everybody mad.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to find time to go, you took a hit, but it could be only, Damali, 1 or 2 adjustments.
Right.
That could make that same exact event very, very profitable. But if you don't go back and talk about it and get everybody ideas, that'll be tough. And another thing I want to say on the business side, try to have your team diverse, young people, older people, and respect everybody's idea. So everybody's a part of it, because a lot of times in some meetings, you tell the older heads just really want to tell the young people what to do.
Right.
They don't want to listen to the idea. We do it this way, because what you're saying don't work. You can't do that. Because let me tell you something, Damali, something that me and you have realized. These young people got some bright ideas.
Yes, absolutely.
Much brighter than the ones that we have, but you got to give it an opportunity. And though it's something different from you, give it a chance.
Right.
Because I feel like that's going to encourage them to be more, they're going to be more want to be a part of what you're doing.
Engaging.
Because you including them.
Right.
And now they get to see, it don't matter whether it wins or loses. That's not the point. The fact you give them a chance so they can start to make them same adjustments.
Right.
Because you still win.
Totally agree. Totally agree. Okay. So number 4, we're going to strengthen relationships before we sell again. So what that means is end the year with gratitude, not pitches. Thank clients, partners, sponsors, and supporters. Then reconnect with people you work with but haven't followed up with. And then ask for testimonials or referrals when results are fresh. So strong relationships shorten the sales cycle next year. So you won't have to work as hard, because people are going to come back, because they're going to remember, oh man, they sent me a Christmas card, or oh man, I'm going to keep referring to the event center because that's what we, do every day the most. But if somebody had a wedding and at the event center, and then we turn around on their anniversary and send them a, hey, happy anniversary, 1 year anniversary. Then that's going to go a long way, because you're remembering the customer versus just looking at the dollars that they're sending you. So those are some things that you can do, create better relationships. And then the last thing is set 3 clear priorities for the new year. Not 20 goals,
not 20.
3 priorities. So 3 priorities. So one could be one revenue goal. One could be a system or operations goal. One could be a personal or leadership goal. But focus creates momentum. Momentum creates money.
I like to ask you this, Damali, because you in it. I mean, you are an entrepreneur extraordinaire. You in the middle of it. Let me ask you this. Tell me the difference between doing it and then talking about doing it. What is the difference? You got some people like, man, I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to do this. That's one thing. You actually have been one for over a decade now. Out on your own. You got to pay your own bills. You got to put you talking to the bankers. You talking to the CPA. You doing it all. What's the difference in the reality of doing versus just thinking you want to do it? How?
So let me tell you this: if you're waiting on the perfect time, you ain't never gonna be an entrepreneur.
Oh man,
it's never gonna work. Because everything, the universe and the stars and the moon and the sun, they ain't gonna line up, and it's never gonna work. When I started, I just decided, you know what? I'm just gonna jump out here and do this, and either I'm gonna sink or I'm gonna swim. And I just jumped out there and started doing it. A lot of this stuff I did not even know, had not even a single clue. And I learned as I went. Now, for some people, that system may not work, but then you're going to still be at the starting block.
Right.
You know, whereas I'm, 11 years now down the road. So for, you just got to get out there and you just got to do it and you got to make it happen and you got to figure out. And I'll tell you, it's something when you stop and think about, and this is what I tell my kids all the time when they are like, mama, or even my grandkids, Nana, you not here for this, or mama, you not here for that. And I'm like, hey,
you want to be,
listen, if I don't work, I don't eat.
Right.
That's my motto.
Literally.
If I don't work, I don't eat. So, ain't nobody going to give me a check, or I don't got vacation time or sick time or, whatever other time you can come up with to get off and get paid. That don't happen in my world.
Let me ask you this, Damali, because here's the ticket and the reason why. And we both got degrees. We both, you 25 years. Mm-hmm. I work for the state. Mm-hmm. A lot of people know I was a counselor, juvenile justice, a lot of that stuff as well.
Right.
But I think entrepreneurship is still good, even if it's a side hustle. For
Absolutely.
A little bit. The reason why I say that, when something happens like what's going on today, when they fired 360,000 African American women.
Yep.
So if all you ever did for 25 years was just only legal, then you get a pink slip. The question is, how do you mentally switch from having a cush job, making six figures, living a good life, doing all the kids, medical, dental, accurate life is good, and all of a sudden you get a pink slip. From you being an entrepreneur for 10 years and knowing how tough it can be, how difficult do you think it is for maybe a woman that's thinking she want to switch? You think that's going to be like a difficult task?
Oh, it's very difficult.
Yeah.
Like literally, you don't know the turmoil. I was like back and forth, and well, you do kind of know, because I was kind of like, what about, and I'm like, what about this? What about that? I was like, I know Charles is getting sick and tired of me asking so many questions,
right?
Because I just had 1,000,000,001 question that, but it's still, nothing prepares you to be in this world and in this space. Nothing prepares you to do, because there's so many. I tell people, I have done this for the past 11 years. There has not been a single day that has been exactly the same since I started. Most people are like, or a lot of people like, oh, I like this particular job because I know what I'm doing every day. Well, entrepreneurship may not be for you. Because I'm telling you, every single day since I have started this journey, it has been something different every day. Some new challenge, some new epiphany. So it's just something new every single day that I wasn't thinking about or prepared for. But I learned quickly, how to overcome whatever the challenge was, or, to embrace, whatever the new thing was. So I just think you have got to be fluid. You've got to be open. You've got to be willing to be uncomfortable, because I have been very uncomfortable doing a lot of the things that I do. But when people see me, they're like, oh man, you look so comfortable. Yeah, it wasn't like that in the beginning.
You gotta be comfortable being uncomfortable.
Exactly.
Let's do this and we'll switch gears, because I know we're giving a lot. And because I think it's important, and these are freebies that you're probably gonna get today. In 2026, it might charge you something from Damali, but we're gonna give it free today. We appreciate y'all tuning in, Damali, because you can do this. Go back to the beginning and say if it was 3 things that you would do. And see, this is coming from doing it. It's another thing to try to do it. There's another to do it. If you could go back to this decade and say, man, if I started now, I would make sure I did these 3 things before I took off. Tell the people what those 3 things would be so they can write it down, because they start now, they getting 10 years worth of game for free from Damali. Yeah. What would them 3 things be if you started?
So what would the 3 things be that I would do early? So I think the number one thing is I would have started earlier. I did not start in this world until I was in my late 30s.
So this is for the young folks.
Yeah, so this is for the young folks. So if I was thinking about becoming an entrepreneur, I think that what I would do is I would definitely start in my 20s, because that just gives you more of a runway. And gives you more time to be able to get settled into what it is that you're doing, because there's a lot of twists and turns, and so just to be able to be settled. So that's one. I think the second thing is I would invest more in myself.
Okay.
Meaning there are certain certifications and trainings. Now, let me just be clear. The certifications and the trainings don't mean that you're an expert in the space, but that's how people view you. Right. So in my office at the event center, I have all my certificates, on the wall. It is not there so that I can brag about it or, to toot my own horn. The reason it's there is because some people don't even want to talk to you unless they see that paper that you have behind you on the wall.
Oof, that is critically important.
And so I would invest in myself, making sure that I'm taking, business classes, accounting classes, whatever it is, AI classes, and get those certifications so that now people look at you legitimately as an actual legitimate business owner, even though you're still legitimate without it. But it's just sometimes that piece of paper is going to be the difference in you winning the bid, and being able to do the job, for $100,000, versus $50,000, because we don't see your value.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna add, because you got another one you got to give them. I'm just gonna say, update the stuff that you have on the wall and start with where you are, because where you are is okay.
Right.
If you coming fresh out of college and you made the dean on the roll a few times, you might want to put them up. If you're just not getting started, they're gonna let people know you work for what you do. If you was at your church and you got the community person, of the year at your church.
Right.
It goes a long way. Put that up on the wall what you can, so when people come in, while they talking, they learning a little bit about you.
Right.
And then as you get certifications, if you go to an AI class and you graduate, put that up. If you go somewhere to learn about business, they give you a certificate, put that up, or what have you. So I think that was critically important. So one more.
Okay. And then, so I would think that my final one would be, I think, spend time with your higher power, whoever it is, because I mean, there are folks with a whole lot of different religions and stuff. So I
you don't want to get into that,
right? But with your higher power, asking where you should be and what you should be doing. Because sometimes we get off because it just sounds like a good idea,
right.
Or you see somebody else that's doing it and you think you can do it when that is not your calling and you way, out of line. And, so you're wasting time. But if you pray and ask your higher power, like, hey, Lord, what am I supposed to be doing?
Right.
What do you have in store for me? So that you can spend your efforts doing that thing. So listen, if you're starting early, you're investing in yourself, and you're walking in your God-given power, man, by the time you get my age, then you're like, man, you're just so much further ahead.
Right. And I'm gonna give a few tips. I'm at 3 to 5, because I know this gonna help somebody.
Can we add before you do yours?
We can add. Let's go to the live.
Let's go to the live. Let's go to the live. Let's see. Oh, Uncle Brian says, Charles Harper, acknowledge me.
Salute right there.
Right. Natasha said C. I got her. Uncle Brian said C. Anna Marie Baker, what's up, sis?
What's up,
she
Anna
said,
Marie?
hey, family. Teresa said, true, hers went up. So I guess she's talking about the insurance when you were talking about that. Uncle Brian says, keep a copy of your insurance verification on your cell phone. Good tip. Anna Marie Baker says, at no point does it completely line up. You have to jump off the porch. Ain't that it? So jump off the porch. I equated mine to jumping in the ocean. So I was going to sink or swim, but yeah, it's the same thing. You just got to jump.
Look, even if your knee buckle, you jump off the porch. If that knee buckle, just keep on walking. The limp will go away, right?
You're going to make it happen. AJ said D. I got you, AJ. Right. Anna Marie Baker said 20 plus years and counting. Still no day is the same from day to day.
20 years, that's doubling yours.
Exactly. Yeah.
Let me give y'all some tips, and y'all write these down, because I know these things will help you if you start out. And for me, young is a state of mind. So for me, if you 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, it don't matter. Just start where you are. Let me say that first. But one, this is something I've done that has greatly helped me. And I must say, I had a vision and write the vision, make it plain on tablets. If you know, right? But then after that, when you start your business, figure out a banker, like a branch manager, that you can go in and talk to before you even kick off. You go in and say, hey, this is what I'm looking at doing. I want to open up a business. I want to do this. So whether it's a clothing store, you a barber, want to open up your own barbershop, or whatever that is, tell them what it is you want to do and ask them, how can you help me as I want to become an entrepreneur as a bank? Give me your requirements so that if I need a line of credit, if I need a help getting a building, what are your criteria? Because I want to have a good banking relationship with my business. That banker is going to sit down with you, him or her, and say, make sure you get your credit the best that you can. Make sure you do this. Because what's going to happen because of that relationship, when you need help with $5,000 or $10,000 or a line of credit, because you established that relationship on the front end, that's going to go a long way. That's number one. Find you a CPA, number two. They're going to give you a free consultation. Find you a CPA firm that'll help you with those books when they come audit time. Go in, see what they'll do. Work, say, I'm a new entrepreneur. I'm going to do this. Help me with my accounting. What are my best practices dealing with my numbers? What can y'all do to help me? Because I'm just starting out. Because y'all can give me a discount or do something to help me along the way. So you got your banker, you got your accountant. Last, find you legal. Find an attorney. He might be one fresh out of school with dust still on his shoes, but talk to you a legal person, because the one thing you want to do is end up in a lawsuit before you even get started.
Exactly.
So you ask your legal person. Now, when you deal with people, when they say, hey, can you this, well, let me talk to my banker. Well, with the numbers, let me call my CPA.
Right.
Well, when you get ready to do a contract, let me call my attorney. So now you just sound a lot more official, and you can end up having those same relationships all of your career.
Yes.
Damali, I'm not giving no more. I might get some on a personal side later, but those would be my 3 things.
So Anna Marie Baker said, build the team early. She said, I know it's difficult to pay payroll initially, but you have to have the team early, and it's only one pay check at a time. I totally agree with that. Hey, Mama, I see Mama's watching.
Let's say these are 3 things we do, and we'll take a break after this. Tell them 2 things that you absolutely should not do when you're first starting.
Oh,
what's a very bad idea to do?
Very bad thing is commingling business funds with personal funds.
Woo!
And I'm telling you, a lot of people do it, still do it to this day. I remember that was one of the first things that I learned.
That might be another commandment. It was the 10 commandments, the 11 commandments.
Yeah.
Don't mix your business money with your personal.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes. I remember that when I was in college, that was one of the things that we talked about in legal assistant school, was that, no. And if you get with an attorney that's doing that, run, you know. So I think that's one of the biggest things. And then I think the second thing is, you got to be willing to work. This is not work for when you are an entrepreneur. Then there is nothing off limits. I've been the janitor, the bus driver, the after school teacher. I unstop toilets. Whatever I need to do to make the business run. That's what we gonna do, because sometimes you don't have the financing and the funding available to pay out to all of these different people. So you just got to be willing to make it happen by any means necessary.
Right. And I give y'all 2 quick things that they're so critically important. I've watched people make this mistake 1,000 times. Don't sit down with a person and give them your idea.
Ooh, that is a good one. That is a great one, actually.
When young is a state of mind. So whether you're 20 or 30 or 40, do not sit down with a person, especially if you don't know them.
Give them your blueprint.
And give them your blueprint.
Don't do it.
Give them enough to do what you need them to do to get to where you're going. But do not sit down with somebody, one, and give them your blueprint.
Yeah.
Number 2, don't give the wrong person access to your money.
You better say it.
Or access to your account.
Embezzlement.
If it's your business. Just don't do it, y'all friends, y'all family, whatever it is. But don't add, because people will get a card and you don't know what they're doing. You look up and you had $10,000, $15,000 to start with, and you got $2. And they gone. So
that's right.
Starting out, the one person you can trust is, guess what? You can trust yourself. And let as people show themselves and approve of them people, let that go later on.
So before we go to break, the bottom line is this: closing the year strong isn't about grinding harder. It's about preparing smarter.
Just like that. Hey, we got some special guests done pulled up on us. We're going to get to them and get them to pull up on us here in a second. We're going to take a quick break. Damali, that was good stuff right there. Hope y'all gave some good tips. Everybody on the live, thank you so much for also adding to the conversation. We're going to take a quick break from come back with special guests, and then we're going to give you some stuff on a personal side that you'll be doing. KBOB 89.9 FM news you can use. Charles and Damali. We're going to be right back, y'all.
Recreation meets. At EduRec, we have a host of programs such as Spring Break Camp, Summer Camp, and After School. We also have Black History Saturdays. It's located at 5424 North Madison Avenue. To donate, sponsor, or volunteer for any of our programs at EduRec, go to edurectulsa.com. Call EduRec today at 918-430-3947. And you can also visit us on any of our social media platforms at EduRec Tulsa. EduRec Tulsa, where education and recreation meet.
The Juice Radio Show and KBOB 89.9 would like to say thank you to all of our listeners and sponsors who donate to help keep our media program alive. Reaching the community, the Juice Radio Network continues to expand as influencers in the community of North Tulsa and beyond, but can't do that without your help. That's why it's important that we as a community continue to support the Juice Radio Show and keep 89.9 on the air. The community not only deserves this service, but needs this service. Let's continue to support the mission and giving a voice to the voiceless and donate to the Juice Radio Show. The Juice Radio Show is a nonprofit 501c3 powered by KBOB 89.9 and Eden Media Services, operating solely off the gifts, donations, and contributions made by listeners like yourself. All donations made to the Juice Radio Show are tax deductible and can be sent to 1216 North Lansing Avenue, Suite D, Tulsa, Oklahoma 74106.
It's Tulsa, Tulsa. I see you here in Tulsa. I'm in Tulsa chilling.
We appreciate your continued support and thanks for listening to KBOB 89.9 FM.
Are you or someone you know just as involved? Are you or someone you know in need of support services? Don't worry, Fitting Back In got you covered. We offer life skill workshops, career development, job search, substance abuse counseling, and more. We are located at 2121 North Harvard Avenue, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74115. Give us a call at 918-592-3500. Follow us at Fitting Back In Tulsa. Also, visit us on our website for services at www.fittingbackininc.org. Our services are available only in Tulsa County.
The Juice Radio Show and KBOB 89.9 would like to say thank you to all of our listeners and sponsors who donate to keep our media program alive. Reaching the community, the Juice Radio Network continues to expand as influencers in the community of North Tulsa and beyond, but can't do that without your help. That's why it's important that we as a community continue to support the Juice Radio Show and keep 89.9 on the air. The community not only deserves this service, but needs this service. Let's continue to support the mission and giving a voice to the voiceless and donate to the Juice Radio Show. The Juice Radio Show is a nonprofit 501c3 powered by KBOB 89.9 and Eden Media Services, operating solely off the gifts, donations, and contributions made by listeners like yourself. All donations made to the Juice Radio Show are tax deductible and can be sent to 1216 North Lansing Avenue, Suite D, Tulsa, Oklahoma 74106.
It's Tulsa, Tulsa. I see you here in Tulsa. I'm in Tulsa chilling.
We appreciate your continued support and thanks for listening to KBOB 89.9 FM.
This is news you can use right here on KBOB 89.9 FM. Damali, we've been in here putting it down, entrepreneurship.
Absolutely, absolutely. So if you guys are not listening, not paying attention, then I don't know what to tell you, because like Charles said, next year we might be charging a fee
A little
for y'all to get the info.
Exactly. Little something, not free 99, right?
Exactly. So now, before we move on to the next segment, we got some people, some special guests in our studio. Now, the first thing I want to say is that in Tulsa, there are some great talents in this community.
Right.
There are some great bands that you probably never even heard of, but we trying to make it and change that, persona so that you guys know who's out here and who's doing the doggone thing. So there's an event that's going to be happening New Year's Eve.
Yeah, Damali.
If you don't know about this event, I don't know where you've been. You must have been under a rock somewhere, because this event we have been co-hosting for what? 5 years?
At least 5 years.
About 5 years or so?
Yeah.
And so it's a great event, but this year it's going to be something special.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited. So we have the actual founder, the person who actually started doing this event, and we started with him, Mr. Kevin Keys, aka Big Country, up in the building. Yes. What's up, Keys? How you doing?
How you doing, Miss Wilson?
Doing great. Great to see you. You excited?
Yo, I'm ready.
Okay, ready. So he is with Keeping It Real Band.
Keeping it real.
Keeping It Real Band. So then we have Mr. Bobby Eden, aka Uncle Bobby.
Yeah.
Uncle Bobby, how you doing? You good? You doing good? Okay.
Doing good.
Yeah. So
I feel funny in this seat right here.
I know, right? Because
Feel a
you
little
always
weird.
over here.
Weird.
You the interviewee, the interviewer, I guess.
Right.
Okay, so that's Eating Out Band, and then we have Mr. Keith Silman. I see. I'll remember. Okay, Keith Silman,
That's right.
and you the PPI band.
That's right.
All right, so we got three different bands. Yeah, three different bands up in here, and all three bands are going to be playing for New Year's Eve. And so we're going to talk about this event. We are so excited because this is a great event. This is for the grown and sexy.
Yeah.
You know, never no drama. So, Mr. Kevin Keys, let's start with you. Tell us a little bit about this event and why you started the event.
Yes, I always like to throw an event. I usually do it for my sister, but I do it for myself now.
Yeah.
But I wanted to do it with my partners.
Yeah.
These guys next to me got me started playing music, especially Keith Silman for PPI.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
So I was a drummer for PPI. One
Okay.
time. Yes.
Okay.
Shut up, kids. I didn't know that.
Keith rubbed the funk on me, but Uncle Bobby started everything.
Yes.
Can you tell the people a little bit about like where you're from, man? We got a lot of people on.
I'm
Who you
from
represent?
Tulsa, Oklahoma, right here.
Come
This
on,
ain't
Greenwood.
Hometown. Yeah.
Graduated from McLean, class 82.
McLean?
Oh,
Scott
okay.
is in the house?
Scott's gonna be in the house.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yes.
And, we're gonna cater, have open bar, food, and everything.
Yeah.
But you don't want to miss this show with three Tulsa bands
Exactly.
on one stage.
Yes.
You know, and I be wanting to call Keys almost a mayor of Tulsa. Because if you want to talk about a brother that makes sure it's good vibes in the community,
Right.
keep people together, look out for the people, whether you kids or you grown folks, or no matter where you are, Keys is going to pull up, look out for you, watch out for you, and he can play an instrument. You might be down and out. He'll just jump on the keyboard, then on the guitar and lay down on you, then go. You don't know what Keys going to do, but what I love about Keys, no matter where you are, he try to bring about feel good in the community. So whenever Keys doing something, people going to pull up just because he's like everybody brother, cousin, uncle, or something. So Keys, I just want to say that before everybody, that all that we do in the community, we've been doing this stuff for Keys for about 20 years.
Man.
Everything that we do, trust
so that's
me,
all the other stuff.
Keys got something to do with it.
Yes. Yeah. So we got Uncle Bobby in. He has not been added to the show.
Right.
And so Uncle Bobby, what does it mean to you to be able to be a part of this show?
Well, it means a whole lot to me because these brothers who are sitting next to me, they kind of come up under my generation of musicians, and I watched them grow and develop themselves throughout the years and get into the funk and get into their bands and things of that nature. And it's just a good feeling. It's a great feeling to have Keith on this side and Keith on this side. And I'm the old man in the group. You know, we're going to be up there jamming and having fun. So people really don't need to miss this event.
Right.
You know, because not only is it a event that we're playing at, but it's a fellowship amongst us.
Absolutely.
You know, that we haven't had before like this,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and it's just a pleasure for me to be able to participate. You know, I got a 13-piece band, you know, horn section and all of that. They PPI bringing the funk. They doing the Southern Soul. And all of this is coming on, and we're going to put it all on one stage, and we're piling all of our resources together to make it happen.
That is awesome.
You know what I love about this, Damali, when I hear that from Uncle Bobby, is sometime in the community, people be all divided. But what they are in an example of when people come together. Because guess what? All of them can sell out a show. You know, because I done seen them sell out a show.
Right.
But it's good to show this younger generation, look, this is what it looked like to work together and do things together. Thank you, Uncle Bobby. All right, we got one more special guest, PPI. Tell the people a little bit about yourself, where you're from, where your people at, man.
Okay, all right, dude. Check. My throat's a little down because I was a little under the weather, but I'm gonna tell you, this is Keith, Billy Lily's baby brown-eyed bass playing boy.
Come on.
I love it.
Gotta give the big shout out to the parents who are no longer with me, but hey, I love that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, I'm with you.
So tell the people who you from, where you're from.
I'm from Tulsa.
Born and raised in Tulsa. What school you go to?
Oh, I'm McLean.
Okay, all right. Okay,
but I married a Hornet.
Okay, come on. Okay,
it's a Hornet in the house.
That's right. Hornet in the house. There you go. Yes. So, how important is it for band members to commune with one another instead of being in competition to you?
Oh man, it means a lot. Back in the day, we were already like this.
Right.
It was us, the Masons,
Mm-hmm.
right? David McConnell, the McConnells.
Mm-hmm.
It was all of that
Yeah.
together, and we just had a great time. Billy Bruner and his band.
Billy Bruner, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, when Bobby first saw us, saw us perform, that was going on in Crawford Park.
Oh, wow.
And then Bobby said, hey, after we got through gigging, hey, man, I want to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, it's always been like that, but it's been so divided now.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But we've always stayed in touch.
Right, right.
And that's what it's all about. That's what I love about this show. I love these brothers.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do anything for these brothers.
Wow.
Same here.
Yeah.
So it's more than just the music.
Oh, it's
more than that.
Yeah.
I'm looking at fellowship. It's all about seeing y'all.
Yeah.
It's all about us.
Yeah.
You know what we're going through in the world.
Oh,
today.
yeah.
So we need this. We need to have a good time. Let's come out grown and sexy.
Right.
And make it do what it do.
Right.
So I can't wait to get here to see what y'all gonna wear. Because I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if y'all don't know, if y'all don't know these brothers, I done seen them, and I'm telling you, they be cleaner than clean. Like you better bring your A++ game in order to be able to outdo them, because they coming, and I can't wait to see the outfit.
I'm gonna go back to Big Keys, Big Country. Then I'm coming back to you, Uncle Bobby. Man, Uncle Bobby, what I love about what you're doing, Keys, is showing honor and respect. Like you said, right off the top.
Right. Yes.
You know, you kicked this thing off 5 years ago. You came to me and Damali, but then every year Keys is always like, because I think it's layers to what it is that you're doing.
Right.
But when people want to get to keeping the real band, tell them about what they can expect from the Keeping It Real band on New Year's Eve night. What they gonna get?
Keeping it real, got some special guests gonna be with them. And I can't say no name, but you gotta be able to see this.
Okay.
Right.
And what's the good thing about it? Keith, Uncle Bobby, myself, Charlie, Charles and Damali. One thing we got, y'all, is soul, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And I want y'all to do something for me. Y'all, let's spell soul.
SOUL.
And what that stands for, what we do in our community, we standing on unconditional love.
That's
come
a bar.
on. Yes. That's a bar. Yes.
That's a bar.
It ain't about us. I get involved with the community because Charles, you and the y'all don't took off.
Yeah.
Y'all everywhere at the store stuff. And it ain't about, it's about the community.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And man, Bobby got so much stuff planned for 2026 for the community. Me, him, and Keith. So y'all gonna see us more than just on New Year's.
Yes, yeah. We're looking forward to it. I'm telling you. So what was your question for Uncle Bobby?
Uncle Bobby, what I'm gonna say to Uncle Bobby is when Uncle Bobby had retired for a little bit. You know what I mean? He put the bass guitar down.
Yeah,
for
whatever.
Bit.
You know what?
I
had came back to Tulsa and had stopped playing, and then one day, me and my son Trey said, man, let's start playing again. And me and him were just fiddling around a little bit, you know, and said, man, I'm gonna put a band together. You know what I mean? And I came up with Eating Out, Eating Out Band. So my last name is Eden, and I came up with that. You know what I mean? And start playing. Trey's unable to play with me right now because of work situation,
right?
Getting off from work, coming to rehearsal, doing all that.
That's
so he can't really.
Life be lifing.
Yeah, right. So life be licensed. But you know, when I look at a Kevin Keys and think about, we go back to the 70s.
Wow.
Man, yeah.
Me, Kevin Keys, and Keith Silman and Ronnie now.
Yeah.
We all go back to the early 70s, you know, when we were playing. I'm a step a little above their ages, but I remember when they were getting started in the business, and me and Bobby Giles, bless his soul, you know, and some other Billy Bruner and all of us, we were a little bit above. They were the last of what I call that connection of bands, you know, bands. You know, they don't have really bands like that no more. You know, they got a lot of singing groups, and we are still playing that music of yesteryears.
Yeah.
You know, that music we play from the soul rather than like you said, SOUL. And we play from the soul. We play them grooves that them songs that you're gonna remember. You know, when we were coming all up, you know, and I just love these brothers and stuff that we can get together and do this. Several years ago, I did a show called Tulsa We Funk.
Yeah.
And that was a show that where I brought all of the local Tulsa musicians together to do something. Well, this is not Tulsa We Funk. This is just half a little portion of Tulsa We Funk. Brothers getting together like Keith and Ronnie and them, you know, and they've developed their skill sets so great, you know, to the point that man, I used to go to Keith's in rehearsal all the time, and we just be like, hey man, play them parts.
Yeah,
remember that, Keith? And now
I got him. Look, Damali, I got him now. Then I'm gonna let you get your question.
Yeah.
Here's my question. I got him now.
What you got?
Who was the first person put an instrument in your hand and why?
The first person?
The first person that put that instrument in your hand, and why did they do it?
My mama.
What she put in your hand?
Well, my mother had asked me, what did I want for Christmas? And I said, I want a guitar.
Yeah.
Wow.
Didn't know I was going to get one.
Did you even know how to play?
No.
Didn't know how to play.
You just knew that. You just felt
what happened, I had been on some talent shows in elementary school. You know, and I had took some band classes. I was playing trombone and stuff in elementary school and stuff like that. I say, and on those talent shows, I was doing the James Brown, you know.
Oh, so you had some in you already.
Yeah, you know, I was doing the James Brown and singing Can't Get No Satisfaction and all of that. And I said, man,
I think I'm good at this.
I'm pretty good. The girls were screaming. You know how they used to do that?
It was
the girls.
The girls screaming like that.
Because
that was the Beatles era and Rolling Stones era. I was doing the James Brown and I was singing Can't Get No Satisfaction. No. And I was doing the one leg across the stage.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, I like this.
Look,
I said, I like this.
Uncle Bobby, this is my last. So your mama put that guitar in your hand. Now let me ask you this: what's the biggest stage you've seen because of your mama putting that guitar in your hand? The biggest stage, the biggest thing you've seen because your mama put that guitar in your hand in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Woo! The biggest stage in Tulsa?
No. The biggest stage, period.
Period.
Oh, I've played before 60,000 people.
Man, because your mama put that guitar in your hand.
Put that guitar in my hand. I've been on the stage and I've looked out in that 60,000, just a sea of people. And I said, wow, they getting ready to hear me play the bass.
Big country, man. Who put that first instrument in your hand and why did they do it?
My mother did, because
your mama did too.
Shout out to the mamas. The mamas.
Why the mama? What she put in your hand?
They put that guitar.
You had a guitar too? Okay.
And I had drums because I played for the church. You know, you had to stay in church.
You had to stay in church.
It's all started in church.
Yes, so it's for the Lord.
Yes.
Was the kickoff. And what's been the biggest moment because your mama put that guitar and them drums in your hand to play at your church?
Traveling on the road with Clark Corbett and playing in front of the William brothers.
Oh, wow.
Andrew, the Five Blind Boys, the Jackson Southerners. You know, I traveled.
Gospel. You're on the gospel side. Yeah.
And see, for us playing bass, you got to tell the truth. It wasn't for Keith Silman. Let me tell you. I call him the baddest bass player out on scene, and I learned a lot from him.
Yes.
I pick with him every now and then. You know, I can't get him because he's the best. You got to tell you, but I learned a lot from Keith.
Yeah.
Keith, man, who put the instrument? Who put it in your hand?
What was the instrument?
And what was it and why?
I'm gonna stick to the script. It was my mother.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
And,
Mama.
Shout out to the mamas.
Yeah, the mamas is dope.
I got it. She gave me a good for Christmas because back then I had the big afro and I wanted to be like Jermaine Jackson.
Come on,
Jermaine. Right.
So I couldn't play, but and my brother got he was a drummer. And she bought him one snare and a cymbal.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we used to drive her crazy because it was racket. We didn't know what we was doing. So we didn't know how to play, but we could mimic.
Yeah.
And I had the fortune. What really made me take off is we moved. We bought a house, and we're in a cul-de-sac, and we moved next to the Asberries. Clayton Asbury.
Yeah.
Clayton Asbury.
Man
Yes.
right there.
Yes.
Clayton Asbury sit down, and Clayton was a bass player. And so Clayton kind of took me through the notes and you know, the notes and stuff like that. And then it took off from there because we're really before our time because we were doing gospel but we were plucking.
Right.
And people were getting mad. People were telling us that's not in the church.
Right.
Right. But it was in our soul, me and my brother, you know.
Yes.
But I want to piggyback, if I may, about Bobby, just how special he is. We love him. Y'all know how Bobby is.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But I want to say this, back in the day when I was in high school, PPI, and we formed a band, which was formed by Sam Davis, who tricked everybody over. But Sam ran into Bobby back in the day when Bobby was at the top of the game with Natalie, and he came in, and he said something to Bobby, and asked Bobby would he come by. We were rehearsing in the garage. Now we were a garage band, and Bobby he said he's coming over. Sam told us Bobby's supposed to come over. We didn't believe him.
Man.
Then we see this cat come out clean
Afro.
You know
Bobby had an
afro clean.
What?
I mean, he had the swagger.
Yeah.
And he came in, he listened to us, and and like I said, we had that. And then Bobby said, and I know we probably didn't have what it take. We wasn't at that point,
right?
But he didn't say anything negative. He said, "Oh, y'all ready?" He said, "Y'all got the talent, but are you ready?" And another thing Charlie Wilson told us when we play behind Charlie is the gap. He said, "Man, you guys, whatever y'all do, stay in the rehearsal and rehearse."
That's it.
Because that's all we did. Y'all know that we ran a lot of musicians out because we rehearsed.
Y'all put that work in.
Yeah.
Hey, when they called me, I was rehearsing. When they called me today, I'm always putting in the work.
Okay,
that's
what's
do.
up. Consistency.
All right, Damali, it's your time.
Yes.
I done took over for a minute. My bad. What you got?
No, I think for me, my question would be, how often do you run into talent in Tulsa that you guys? I think around the country, people don't understand that Tulsa has a lot of hidden gems. How often do you guys run into talent and you help nurture that next generation of talent?
Oh, for me, every chance I get, every chance I get, I'll just go back. I met a Cha-Cha Cherry. I don't know if y'all know about this guy.
Cha-Cha
I met his son.
Oh, wow.
And the other day, and he wanted to play bass.
Yeah.
Right. His father's a musical legend way before my time. I happen to have a poster. I happen to have a poster of Cha-Cha and the Magnificent Seven, and it was an old poster that I had. Anyway, I found out he was his dad.
Wow.
And I gave that to him.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
And I just lost my mom. It's my dad. It's like my dad. He had tears coming down his eyes. He said, "Man, can you give me lessons?" I said, "I really don't have time," but I steered him where he needs to go on YouTube and told him how he could take his time. So anything like that in vocalists, I'm always giving my best shot.
Yeah. Uncle Bobby, same question.
I've been doing music for 50 plus years.
Wow.
Right.
And out of those 50 plus years, I've had people come to me wanting to learn how to play bass. How do you get in the music industry? What do you do? And I'm like this, anything that you take upon yourself, you have to be consistent.
Yep.
I've had people go out and say, "I'm gonna get Bobby, I want to play bass." I said, "Well, first of all, you got to get a bass." You know what I mean?
First part.
I say, don't go out and buy no real expensive bass.
Right.
Don't go do that. Go to the pawn shop or something, get your little cheap bass and see if it's something that you really, really want to play.
Right.
And if you really want to play an instrument, you get an inexpensive instrument, and then you can graduate and you can go up the ladder and get better equipment and better stuff. And when you're ready to start performing, then you can get with some other cats. What I see today, especially here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, is a lot of musical division
right
in Tulsa. I don't see it like we used to see it. Don't you? You remember?
Right.
You know how we used to go to each other's jobs and gigs and sit in with each other and fellowship, go out and eat and hang out.
Right.
You kind of got some cliques nowadays. It's a clique of this group, a clique of that group, and then the seniors, what I call us, the ones who've been around we never really get the calls no more. We don't get that call no more to come play or come do something. Hey, Keith, you want to play bass with me? No, we don't get that. Keys, you want to come play? Yeah. We don't get those calls no more. They call their friends and their buddies, and it's kind of in that cliquish state, because I don't think a lot of them understand the work that was put in.
Right.
See, I ate beans and cornbread, slept on sofas to get them platinum and gold records.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To get them platinum and gold records. That's what I did.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I used to come over and give what I had to Keith and them when they was rehearsing.
Mm-hmm.
Give it up. You know what I mean? I wasn't charging nobody. I took them brothers to California one time. We all went out there. Don't you remember?
Mm-hmm.
Tell them about it, man.
Come on.
Tell them about it.
Tell them about the trip to Cali.
Go on and tell them the truth now. Tell them about it.
What he really want to talk about is we went to his partner's club, the Palladium, and being for the first time, 24 karat, the first time being there, and I saw this girl that I thought was the most beautiful girl. And so all I had to do, because we were in the VIP, all I had to do was say, "Hey, come go with me."
Yeah.
But I was too,
Yeah.
And I just never forget, we were laying in the hotel, and after the hotel room afterwards, and Bobby said, "Just thank you," because I was in love.
Mm-hmm.
Just think, you just met the finest woman you ever seen. You ain't gonna never see her again. But to say that he took me around to LA, and he took us to Joe Jackson and Baker and the whole bit, and that's when Janet was doing the control thing.
Oh yeah,
and everything was going smooth. Listening to music and James Brown, and something happened, and where Janet on her set, and
oh man,
Joe turned into Indiana Joe, and went off. But guess what? He flew me back out there.
Yeah.
Right.
And talk to him, and we ended up signing with Joe Jackson.
Uh-huh.
I never forget.
Awesome.
Bobby took us there, and I came with. I had a contract, and I remember we went to the car.
Oh,
fell on my knees.
Yeah.
Kissed the ground. Right.
We came out of there with a contract.
I came out of there with a contract, but I had to sit on it the whole year because if I had a dream, he wanted that too.
Right.
Hey, let's do this real quick. And we got a lot of people on the live, a couple thousand people, but I want to hit a couple of them because we having such a good time, Damali and I. But
okay.
You want to? You go ahead.
Natasha says, what a legacy sitting in this space at this moment, talking about the three of you. And
right.
You are absolutely right, Natasha. AJ says, could you ask the gentlemen, what are some of the things they do to balance their private life along with their career life and maintain the overall life balance?
Ooh. Career life versus private life. When all the 60,000 hollering Bobby, Daddy, or whatever they screaming, and Keys, he lay down. I said, but so how you balance that out with, man, I do got a wife, or I do got a woman, or I do have this,
Keys,
and this is entertainment. How y'all balance that out?
I balance myself out by staying busy in the community. I don't try to have no private life.
Yeah.
I'm seen everywhere, working on houses.
There you go.
So
yeah,
I try to stay busy. I try to not live a private life.
Yeah.
I got you. I got you. Uncle Bobby? Private versus
as
public?
You can see where y'all sitting right now, I try to balance mine out. I mean, I just live life.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
There is no time frame or anything. I'm 24/7. Community involved, community engaged, musically engaged. Whatever I can do is just what I do. And that's the way it is.
Yeah. Keith.
All right.
God bless me with a beautiful woman. I married her. It's my wife. My wife keeps me grounded. And I just live life and do what's right.
Yeah.
That's basically, if you live right, everything's going to turn out all right.
Yeah.
God's got my back. So that's what I do.
Awesome. That's it. All right. Now we're finna get to the show now because we keep y'all for a while, but now it's time to get down to the nuts and bolts and why they need to come to the 36th Street North Event Center on New Year's Eve to bring that in with these three bands. Let's give them the detail, Keys. What you got? How much it costs? What does it come with? What you gonna get and what you can expect?
Single tickets is $35. Couple tickets is $60.
Yeah.
Right.
You can get a table for $250 with 8 chairs. It's gonna be soul food. Everybody gonna eat.
Everybody gonna eat.
Style.
Listen, I'm telling y'all, the food be amazing.
And them cooks that y'all got, I don't know where y'all got. I don't know if the angels just brought them here from heaven themselves. But when I think $35 and y'all, thank you. Can I say that? 3 bands, $35. Food,
where they do that
fellowship, and from where you get that from anywhere,
right?
With what you just listened to, So Damali, I'm so excited about it. And I'll say this: this is the premier New Year's Eve party. Right now, Keys, you done built some, man, with you and the team, and of course your squad. But But how do you feel to build something like that where everybody now is coming to your New Year's Eve party?
What will make you feel real good when you come to the Guy Jazz, Bobby Eating Out Band, party people, incorporate people. They say, "Oh man, we love to do that." It'll make me feel good and keep saying, "I love." Yeah, we love.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I went to the right people.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. So, where can they get tickets?
They can get tickets at the radio station KBOB 89.9 FM.
Right,
call Uncle Bobby.
Yeah.
You can get in touch with PPI Band, Keith or Ronnie. You can get in touch with me. You can call me on my cell phone, 918-927-6134.
Call me too on mine.
Okay.
Let me give me my number too.
Okay.
Go ahead.
My number is, this is Keith Silman. My number is 918-924-1712.
Okay.
And you can always call a radio station or stop by KBOB 89.9 at 1216 North Lansing Avenue, Suite D. And my number is area code 832-443-9499. Y'all come on and get these tickets. They selling fast now.
Right.
They selling fast.
Yeah.
For the people that's going to be moving slow, because sometimes people move slow in Tulsa.
You know?
What is it going to be at the door if they done waited and didn't get this ticket?
It'd be 40 at the door.
40 at the door per
And
person.
if you come in a couple, it's gonna be $70.
70 at the door.
And if you want a table at the lab, you have to pay $300.
300.
And that's if you got some tables available.
That's
If you got some
tickets, space.
Last year we had to go to Miss Wilson.
Yeah.
Find some more tables in the back. People out of Muskogee wanted tables.
So did.
Miss Wilson said, "I think we got 2 more in the back," and we rushed. Me and Steve went and got them.
Rolled them out
We're
there.
gonna make sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, don't y'all jump in their DMs for the wrong reason. Now, let me say that first.
Oh, yeah.
But do you have a social media where sometimes people can send you a message and say, I want to get tickets, or you'll be posting information, all that? So where they can follow you guys on social media?
Well, basically, I just been using Facebook.
Facebook, that's good. So what are you on Facebook?
I'm C. Keith Silman.
Okay.
Yeah, C. Keith Silman.
On Facebook.
Yeah.
Uncle Bobby, where can they follow you?
They can follow me 2 or 3 ways. They can follow me on KBOB 89.9 FM on Facebook.
Right.
Bobby Eaton on Facebook.
Bobby Eaton.
You know, Instagram, wherever you want to, just Bobby Eaton, type it in.
And
you'll see me playing my little old bass guitar, and you know, you can just catch me like that. But they better get these tickets.
Better get them tickets to get them.
A lot of times Black people wait till the last minute to get their tickets, and then when there ain't no tickets, they get upset. Oh, ain't no more tickets. No, well, are we telling you right now to come and get these tickets?
Yep.
Right. And where you go to school? You went to school. Where you go to school?
I went to Booker T. Washington High School.
So the Hornets. So the Hornets and the Scots is together after all.
You know what? And you know what else?
What's that?
I'm in the Hall of Fame at Booker T. Washington.
And
come on, see a Hall of Fame.
Yes.
I go up in there. I see my big old head up there on in a picture. I say, "Oh man, that's me, ain't it?" Yeah, big old head.
Right.
All right, Keys, we down to the final thoughts. Whatever y'all want to tell the people, because the next time we see y'all gonna be on the stage. So whatever your final thoughts are.
This is a show that you don't want to miss.
Yes.
If you get a ticket from PPI, Eating Out Band, Keep Me Real Band member, we got tables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
PPI Band got their own tables for they people to sit at. Our people to sit at. We gonna show you how we do it at family. We're gonna break bread together.
Oh,
there you go.
So you're gonna have good seats. So if you come see PPI, Eating Out Band, and the Keep Me Real Band, what y'all don't know, we really one band.
Oh, okay. One band, one sound.
We really one band.
I can tell you now, me and Damali, we got people coming from Texas.
Yes.
We got people coming from Arkansas. We got people coming from Omaha. They coming because they've been watching the live videos, seeing how y'all get down. So we know people heading from out of state. So if you miss your ticket in Tulsa, surrounding areas, Muskogee, Okmulgee, you know, any of them, you better make sure you get yourself and go ahead and get them quick.
Another thing, that backstage gonna be crazy.
That
VIP backstage gonna be crazy.
Natasha said that's a steal.
Man, that's an absolute steal right there. That's giving some love back.
Yes.
You know, to community just to do it for that. Because that's $100 ticket right there. But y'all letting us get it for $35. So y'all better pull up. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Big Keys, we appreciate it. Keith, we appreciate you. Uncle Bobby, as always, we appreciate you. And we're going to take a picture and then we're going to post all this stuff on so you can click and get your tickets. And then we're going to see y'all on New Year's Eve.
Yes.
Is that cool?
Yes.
All right, y'all. We're going to take a quick break. KBOB 89.9. News you can use, Charlotte Damali. We're going to be back with our Hump Day Hot Topics.
EduRec is the place where education and recreation meets. At EduRec, we have a host of programs such as spring break camp, summer camp, and after school. We also have Black History Saturdays. It's located at 5424 North Madison Avenue. To donate, sponsor, or volunteer for any of our programs at EduRec, go to edurectulsa.com. Call EduRec today at 918-430-3947. And you can also visit us on any of our social media platforms at EduRec Tulsa. EduRec Tulsa, where education and recreation meet.
Are you or someone you know just as involved? Are you or someone you know in need of support services? Don't worry, Fitting Back In got you covered. We offer life skill workshops, career development, job search, substance abuse counseling, and more. We are located at 2121 North Harvard Avenue, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74115. Give us a call at 918-592-3500. Follow us at Fitting Back In Tulsa. Also, visit us on our website for services at www.fittingbackininc.org. Our services are available only in Tulsa County.
Looking to take your event to the next level with professionalism and energy? Contact World One Development. We host events, have radio personalities, offer community engagement and videography. We also do live radio remotes, red carpet appearances, create promos, event recaps, drops, and flyers. We also create customized advertising packets to promote your business, organization, or program. Visit our website at world1development.com. You can also reach us on social media at World One Development.
KBOB 89.9 FM News and Views coming up next. Your Hump Day Hot Topics.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the all new KBOB 89.9 FM, Black on Black Community Radio.
And now it's time for the Hump Day Hot Topics with Charles and Damali.
Hey, guess what day it is?
Hump Day!
Hump Day! It's Hump Day!
Hey, Mike. It's the Hump Day Hot Topics on news you can use.
Yep, just
Mike.
Man, you talking about New Year's Eve. You got your outfit ready?
Man, I got like 3 options.
You got 3 options. So you might change clothes.
I may change clothes. I may do a wardrobe change.
If you got 3 options, you at least gonna wear 2. I got mine. Yes. I'm definitely gonna be in. I might have 3.
Yeah. Okay.
2. I ain't got time for that 2. You know, me and we'll show up with the work boots on in the suit, you know, but I'm going to be in the building. Y'all make sure you get your tickets. We're going to post, man. Y'all make sure you get your tickets. Like I say, $35 for a single ticket, $65 for a couple, for 3 bands. Did you hear this history in here?
That's crazy.
Gold Records, LA,
crazy.
Charlie Wilson, bass players, man, you're going to get a steal. So even if you're in Arkansas, Texas, Florida, 36th Street North, we got a couple. We might give away a couple tickets, y'all. Pull up. Give us a call if you're on the line. Give us a call. We got 2 tables. Yeah. Because you know we're not playing. Because we ain't gonna sit down no way. We gonna boom.
Yeah, we're gonna be dancing and
Anyway, Hump Day Hot Topics.
At the table.
At the table. Not food. On the table.
No, at the table getting food.
At the table.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. So Hump Day Hot Topics. I don't know. And, you know, this is a moment that we all need to be praying for. Just the other day at Brown University in Rhode Island, 2 students were killed and 9 were wounded. And, you know, people are just still reeling from this mass shooting. It was inside the engineering building during final exams. So you're not even safe when you're trying to take your final exams. Man. This is crazy. Right. Final exams. Authorities are still actively searching for the gunman, and surveillance footage has now been released. I actually saw it yesterday, I believe it was, and I'm just like, this is just crazy. Students and community members have expressed frustration with the delayed emergency alert and safety protocol. This incident is now considered one of the deadliest campus shootings in recent Ivy League history.
Damali, what is going on when you're senior school? We're going to college.
Yes.
You're going to stay out of trouble, to be educated, to become a world leader and all that. What is going on when we sending our kids to college? Thinking is there for a better life. And now you got this kind of stuff going on.
Exactly.
In America.
You know, they just had the shooting at Kentucky State University in Frankfort, Kentucky, where the shooting took place near a residence hall and left a 19-year-old student dead and another critically injured. The suspect was actually a parent of a student. who was arrested and charged with murder and assault. And they described that particular incident as a targeted, not a broader, didn't create a broader campus threat. But it now brings into question, we're moving into 2026, so it now brings into question safety, campus safety protocols and preparedness, mental health support.
Right.
Because mental health is a thing. When you witness something like this, then how does that scar you? As a young student, how does that scar you? Then we also it brings into question gun access.
Right.
And policy, which we've talked about this a number of times on this show about mass shootings and, what needs to be done as far as state legislation or federal legislation, to prevent some of these mass shootings. And then, of course, emergency communication systems. The Brown University incident, at first, it was kind of like, hey, I think somebody's shooting. I think
something doing.
Yeah, instead of it being a real emergency immediately.
But you are in a college.
Yeah, so you don't expect that.
So if you're at a college, you don't think that's what. So it might take you. Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be one particular person's fault, but how do we, from your who you feel like is most at fault for this? And what is maybe one solution for it? High level.
I think that campus security definitely needs to be more visible. And I think that, I know that there are some college campuses like you got to go through security in order to get in, but some campuses are open where you can just walk into the college campus and, just kind of wander around campus. And so I think that, we need to be protecting our kids because at the end of the day, they might be. And when I say kids, I'm saying that
young
because
adults.
They're younger than, these young adults. We need to be protecting them. We're sending our babies off to go in pursuit of a better life, so they are going to college to be able to get skills that are going to give the, advance them in life once they get into the real world, right?
I think for me, I'm going with leadership from the White House, to our governors, to our mayors, who are the ones, well, especially the government, and because of the laws that we have. Like even in Oklahoma, you can be 18 and barely got it together, but you can go get a gun.
You can go get a gun
and just open carry it anyway. And like you say, you got all these mental health issues out here. So I just feel like our country is just horrible when it comes down to how we managing these guns. Because think about how many people are dead.
I agree with you.
Because of senseless shooting. It's different if people have a fight. Now, I still don't want that to be gunplay, but at least but now you're I would just shoot anybody for nothing. I got
But I still think it still goes back to, the laws we do need to change. However, until that happens, what are we going to do in the interim? In the interim, we've got to be vigilant about making sure that campus security is at those gates, monitoring who comes in, and making sure that they're not bringing in, unwanted items,
Let me tell you something. Most campuses have that. You go to Langston University, you go to OU, you go to OSU, the first thing you're going to see when you get there is campus security.
No, you see campus security. Right. Campus security is not engaging with you. So to see them is one thing, but to actually where you have to go and,
but you got to remember, college is not you got to remember you're going to college. You're not going to a prison. You can't be like, we're going to pat you down,
I understand
go through the metal detector. It don't work like
I understand that. But what I'm saying is we've got bodies that are, we got individuals that are dead.
Right.
So for me, are unalived. So for me, I understand that this is not prison, but I do understand that there is a need to protect the folks that are on campus. I don't know what you're here for. So since I don't know what you're here for, you won't have to go through our protocol. And if that means that I need to search your car, or if that means that I need to wand you, then that's what needs to happen until the federal government steps in to be able to mandate these gun laws in a better way. Then, hey, we got to do something drastic.
I agree that makes sense. But what when you don't have funding for that?
Then there we go, back to the federal government.
That's what I'm trying to say. The issue is with the government.
Because
with all the stuff you're saying sound good, but when they say, well, Miss Wilson, our budget is cut by 50%, we barely got the kids here. So it sounds good to check everybody. It sounds good to do all of this, but we actually can't do it. So it has to come from a higher space so that you can get the funds, because if the government decides to stop it, trust me, it's going to stop. Because guess what? They got the funding and has the capacity to make it happen. So a lot of people's hands are tied. And because everybody's hands are tied, you got to understand where the stuff is actually really coming from.
Right.
You got to change what the government is doing, the laws, and then give funding instead of giving all the money to these. Hold on. Instead of giving all this money to all these billionaires to do nothing with it, they got to start giving the money to these systems and whatever programs they have on these different campuses, cameras,
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You could use cameras and a lot of other things, not just bodies, to ensure what is going on. And I think that if you are found guilty, and I think the punishment has to be more harsh.
Right.
Then since you
I agree
young,
with
you
that.
get a tap on the wrist and you go on. So that's, to me, is where that comes. Because guess what? You got countries, they don't have none of this kind of stuff going on for 10, 20 years.
Yeah.
You know why? It's not because no campus security. It's not because of that. Their government don't go forward. You know, everybody can't get a gun. Right. You can't be out here just 18, just get a gun. It's a protocol to all of that. Then it'll trickle down, and I think it'll be better. But that's just my perspective.
And I think, too, another thing that can be done is training up, because I remember you talking about the fact that you were part of campus security.
I was.
When you were at Langston.
Right.
So maybe being able to offer those types of programs where, students can help police. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're saying there's no funding, I get that, but then exchange that for, this is a work study program. You know what I'm saying? So that the money that you would earn, then we're going to go ahead and give you, towards your tuition.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So yeah, and maybe it is, I'm not going to give you a gun, but now you sitting here watching the monitors from the cameras that we have, and you can be able to call somebody with a gun. You know what I'm saying? To get there.
And I think too, where a lot of people miss it. See, I lived on a college campus.
Right.
And people sometimes don't understand, after football games.
Yes,
after basketball games,
crazy.
After a parade, people don't really get the magnitude of just thousands and thousands and thousands of people just out here from all over the country. It is just a tall task. So it got to be something implemented from high that, if you do this, then it's going to be this.
And I think maybe if somehow engaging local law enforcement too. To be able to do some of those things, so I think that would help as well. But yeah.
Okay. What's the next one?
All right. So boxer Terrence Crawford has made an announcement. The 5-division champion Terrence Crawford said on Tuesday that he is retiring from boxing.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't even believe it. And I love Terrence Crawford. He is my guy. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Not even all boxers retire and come back. Terrence got too much. What it is they got to pay this man. So in order for them to...
Well, but Terrence says now he has nothing else left to prove. That's what he said.
I know. But I know he ain't finna retire yet. He got... Look, at the end of the day, Terrence Crawford probably got another good 3 to 5 wins in him, which should pay him hundreds of millions of dollars. Now the man got money, but nobody's to leave hundreds of millions of dollars on the table. So when the number 1 boxer in the world says, I'm gonna retire, Damali, that don't even make logical sense. You the number 1 boxer in the world.
So can I give his record?
I know his record.
Yeah.
But
some people might not.
Okay, Terrence Crawford.
So Terrence Crawford, he's 38.
Yeah.
He has a record of 42-0 with 31 wins coming by knockout. In addition to being undisputed at super middleweight, he became undisputed in the welterweight division, and he defeated Earl Spence Jr. by knockout in July 2023 and was the undisputed champion of the junior welterweight division when he stopped Julius Indongo.
You finna read all
in
of
August
them?
17th. No, just August 17th. So basically he said that he spent his whole life chasing something, not belts, not money, not headlines, but the feeling, the one you get when the world doubts you and you keep showing up and you keep proving everyone wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
So he's bound out on his own terms.
He coming back.
You want to bet? He's coming back.
I bet y'all hold this soundbite because here is the ticket. He coming back.
Yeah.
This man is the number 1 boxer in the world. And he just
Steven said he coming back too.
Yeah, he coming back, man. You can't retire like they're gonna pay him.
Yeah,
because right now, who I want to see? Nobody. You know, well, I ain't gonna say it like there's a lot of great boxers out there, but everybody's gunning for Crawford. Was beautiful.
Yeah, he said beautiful. Yeah,
and he's at the top of his game. So here's the ticket. Y'all pay this man.
Yeah.
Look, he fought Canelo, and we gonna switch gears. Alvarez. He got like $20 million or $10 million. Canelo got 150.
Oh wow, smoked. Man, that's crazy. And he smoked.
Steve, And he smoked them.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing. But I just think sometimes the goalposts and the money bag is shaped differently when we become the king. When we're the king anyway, but when we become the king, you start getting scarce with the money.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think that he's probably done told some people, man, y'all pay me my money, I'm gonna retire. And they're gonna come back with that bag and he's gonna unretire. And this is gonna be the biggest fight. And he's gonna get 200-300 million and I'm gonna be at the fight.
And that's it. All right.
A little music in the upcoming events. No, Black History Trivia.
Black History Trivia. Black History Trivia.
We appreciate y'all staying locked in. We love y'all. We won't be done in give us about 10 minutes. We're gonna be out of here. Miss Gloria Cephas.
Hey, Miss Gloria, how are you? All right, Black History Trivia. Which American scientist pioneered plant-based synthetic polymers, creating lightweight biomaterials strong enough to stop bullets while weighing half as much as metal armor? Was it A, Benjamin Banneker, B, George Washington Carver, C, Lewis Latimer, or D, Elijah McCoy? Now, for some reason, everybody, Natasha, Charles, Uncle Brian, Teresa, everybody said C. And then AJ said D. Well, the answer is B. Y'all was all wrong.
It was all wrong.
George Washington Carver. He began extracting proteins from peanuts and sweet potatoes.
Oh, he had been in everything out of the peanut.
I know. Using complex chemical processes, he converted these plant proteins into synthetic polymers. The results were his bio-based materials that could stop bullets while weighing half as much as metal armor.
Look, George Washington Carver is going to bring back Jesus from these peanuts. If you just don't know, this man did everything with peanuts. You know what? To be honest, Damali, I'm just going to be honest, and I know we switching gears to upcoming events, and Steve going to have us a little music. We're going to roll on up out of here.
Right.
But the amount of geniusness that our ancestors had.
Listen, he created this out of plants, peanuts and sweet potatoes. Right. Come on, man.
And you know, and now you gonna live
deflecting bullets. Come on, man.
Peanuts. I'm like, here's the thing. It has to be something outside of just normal everyday life,
right?
To give you what our ancestors had.
Yeah.
Because how do you come up with this? We can't come up with it right now with all this technology. We don't have nothing like this sitting in the wing. They just simply invented everything. I got it.
Yes. Yes. Natasha said, what?
I know. But when you said peanuts, I said, oh, God, this is it. I'm telling you, Jesus' shoes was made out of peanuts. Well, I know that. But as soon as you said peanut, I said, I know who it is.
Yes, I thought y'all was going to get it because I said plant-based. No, I didn't. That's why I didn't say.
There's a lot of plants out here.
So that's why when I said plant-based, I was like,
I don't know.
Yeah. All right, so this week's Black History Trivia question is sponsored by Black History Saturdays. The banned book of the week is The Hate You Give by author Angie Thomas. The Hate You Give follows Star Carter, a 16-year-old Black girl who witnessed the fatal police shooting of her unarmed childhood friend Khalil. Star is caught between two worlds, the poor, predominantly Black neighborhood where she lived and the elite, mostly white private school she attends. The novel explores themes of racism, police violence, identity, courage, and the power of speaking the truth. Star ultimately finds her voice and becomes a symbol of resistance, calling for justice and change. The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas.
Let's go with it. Let's go.
All right, so upcoming events. Soul of Sunday happens with Corey D every single Sunday from 1:00 p.m. until 3:00 p.m. on nycu.fm and on Facebook at nycu.fm and Corey D Taylor. The Booker T. Washington High School is doing a Chipotle fundraiser tomorrow. From 5:00 until 9:00 p.m. at 1623 East 15th Street. So that's the Chipotle on Cherry Street. The fundraiser is for the Technology Student Association. 25% of the event sales get donated to the cause. So let's support Miss Rogers' students. She's doing a phenomenal job over at Booker T. Shout out to you, Miss Ramona Rogers over there.
Absolutely.
So you guys go out and buy something at Chipotle between 5 and 9:00 p.m.
I'm going to buy something because I'm hungry.
Oh, okay.
And it can, no, I'm just playing. Yeah. I am hungry though. But anyway. Tomorrow. I'm going to go today and tomorrow. I mean, any excuse. You eat Chipotle?
I do. I love Chipotle. I get a bowl.
Oh, yeah, I get a bowl, too.
Yeah, that bowl with the chicken. And, oh, my God.
Yeah, I got that wrap one time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I ate it so fast I bit my finger. I had to rethink the way I was biting it. I was biting.
Moving too quick.
I didn't want nothing to fall. I thought I seen a piece of chicken. I wasn't going for it.
Right.
So I went for it and got my finger.
Exactly.
Right before the holidays.
Yes.
I got to get my life together.
Natasha said that Black History Trivia was a good one.
It was a really good one.
Yes. All right. So, guys, this is the other thing that we want to tell you about. This is an amazing opportunity.
Huge.
Black Broadway Tulsa presents A Christmas Story, the play.
Right.
It is going to be December 19th through 21st.
This
That's
weekend.
only this weekend.
This weekend only.
It's going to take place at the Maya Angelou Auditorium, which is located at 301 West Edison Street. This is going to be an amazing play with some amazing young artists.
Yeah.
You can go to man, I don't even have.
We'll
the tickets.
post it.
We'll post it.
Yeah.
But shout out to the producer and the director, David Harris. David has been on our show a number of times, but this is a program, a play that he is putting together. And also shout out to Dr.
Come on, Saki.
Yeah, I was trying to say her real name, but Shavonda. Thank you, Shavonda Pinnell.
Yeah.
Shout out, her son is going to be the star of this play. Jordan is going to be a star.
Headliner.
I'm so excited.
And he was going to try to pull up on something today, but he had to take some finals exams and all that stuff. He's doing big things. But y'all show up, man, because this is where the rubber meets the road.
Man.
This is David Harris, one of our very own.
Yes.
And he putting his kid and there's other great actors and actresses into this. Right. But he headlined there. So Jordan, do your thing, get your tickets. I'm going.
That is so.
And I advise everybody go this weekend.
The first time this has been done in Tulsa. Yeah.
Let's make it happen.
All right. I'm calling all Greek members and friends. Greek pickleball time. Gonna be happening Saturday, December 20th from 4:00 p.m. till 7:00 p.m. at O'Brien Park at 6149 North Lewis Avenue. The admission is $1.
$1, 100 pennies.
$1.
I'm gonna show up to learn and to eat. Because I know they have some food
They'll
somewhere.
have some food. You already know.
Up. Okay.
Uncle Brian said, Charles, you have issues.
I'm trying to get it together, Uncle Brian.
All right, we already talked about the New Year's Eve celebration with Keeping It Real Band, Eating Out Band, and PPI Band, and DJ JB Smooth.
DJ JB Smooth gonna be on the ones and twos?
Yep, that's what I heard.
This is a throwback party.
I know, right?
With a today's flavor to it, man.
A little twist.
But I'm gonna tell you, if you've never seen Uncle Bobby, when they come out in that all white, they got the 13-piece band, they got the horn section going on. It's crazy. PPI been doing their thing for years.
Rockstar
so all the way,
Ronnie,
Rockstar Ronnie, all them, they put on an absolute show, and then keep it real.
Man,
they keeps it real.
Okay.
So $35. You eating all night long? I mean, it's tables and seas and mountains of peach cobbler and pound cake and
it is, but he ain't lying.
And neck bones and
Charles be dramatic sometimes, but he ain't lying.
I can't even exaggerate this one.
It's a lot of food.
I gained my
it's a lot of food.
10 pounds and it did not run out.
Right.
Hot sauce.
All right.
Get your peas.
So we want calling all ladies. We want you to save the date for Snow and Sisterhood at Angel Fire Resort in Angel Fire, New Mexico. It's going to be January 28th through February the 1st. Discover the joy of winter your way with friendship, adventure, and self-care in the mountains. For more information, contact Sherry Lasky at sherryl2033@gmail.com.
Just like that.
The 13th annual Black Wall Street Heritage and History Festival is going to be happening February the 7th from 11:00 a.m. until 6:00 p.m. at the 36th Street North Event Center located at 1125 East 36th Street North. The theme is Black Thoughts Matter.
Yes. With
special guest Koresh Ali Lazana. From he is actually a teacher over at Black History Saturdays. We call him Mr. Q.
Mr. Q.
For vendor information, contact Billy Parker at 918-770-6020. And lastly, don't forget the Black Wall Street Rally dates are May 14 through 16, 2026. Get your hotel now if you plan on coming to Tulsa.
Unless you want to ride in from the city every day.
Okay.
Get it.
So birthdays. We have Representative Ron Stewart. His birthday is tomorrow.
Happy birthday.
Yes.
Representative Stewart.
My cousin, journalist Frank Wiley. It is going to be his birthday on December the 20th.
Come on. Happy birthday, Mr. Frank Wiley. Where is he now? Ohio or somewhere?
No, I think he's in Florida.
He's
in Florida now.
Yeah. Beach.
Yes. December 22nd, Soror, Cassandra Nash,
Happy
Pastor
birthday.
Tim Newton, and my baby cousin, Amira Washington. I'm sorry, I can't see.
Happy birthday, cousin.
Happy birthday. All right, so don't forget, You can hit us up on any of our social media platforms. That's World One Development, 36th Street North Event Center, Edgerec Youth and Family Fun Center, Fitting Back In Prison Reentry, and of course, NYCU.FM.
Just like that, man. We appreciate everybody pulling up today. We got to go. Click share on here. Big Stephen Keys, appreciate you, man, for doing your thing as always. He got the ball cap on, baby. He got his stuff together. But we got to go, y'all. To reach us here on the show for advertising, hosting, marketing, promos, community engagement, or to appear live on our show, go to nycu.fm, complete that form, and one of us will get with you. Please subscribe to stay up to date on all of the latest and get it all first. This has been News You Can Use. I'm one of your hosts, Mr. Charles Harper.
And I'm Damali Wilson.
We live every Wednesday from 1 p.m. to 3 sometime. Love y'all. Happy holidays. Y'all have a blessed Wednesday.